Hey everybody, another week of NHL action has passed and it's time for a new hottest and coldest teams video as we look at which teams are playing really well and which teams are not right now in the NHL. So before we begin, this video is brought to you by BetUS. Please check out the link down in the description. You can get a sign-up bonus of up to 125% on your initial deposit when you sign up with BetUS today, America's favorite sports book. It's a great day to start winning with BetUS. But let's get into it here. Lots of the same teams on the hot side of things. Lots of teams playing well right now in the NHL. The cold side was a little bit more of a change-up this week, but we're going to get a look at it all right here. Starting with the hot side, the good teams playing really well right now. There really could have been way more than just 5 teams on this list, but I had to cut it down. And we basically have a three-way tie for third place here. We've got the St. Louis Blues, Colorado Avalanche, and Boston Bruins, all 8-2-0 in their last 10 games, and have bounced back from a loss with a win in their most recent games. So pretty much a dead tie there between the Blues, Avalanche, and Bruins, all of them playing very good hockey right now. In second place, we've got the Seattle Kraken, who continue to have a phenomenal season this year. 8-1-1 in their last 10, and they have won 4 straight. Currently second place in the Pacific Division, and with every week that goes by and Seattle still playing this well, it looks more and more likely that the Kraken are going to make the playoffs this year. And finally, number one, still sitting in that number one hottest team spot, is the New Jersey Devils. Now, they did get their winning streak broken. They got it up to 13 games before losing. They dropped a game, but it's okay because they've bounced back with 2 straight wins, and they are now 9-1-0 in their last 10 games with a 2-game winning streak, bouncing back from the loss. And New Jersey, who has been at the top of this list week after week after week, is still there with another phenomenal performance this week and a great bounce back from losing a game as well, and the Devils still hold at the top. So those are your hottest teams right now: Devils, Kraken, Bruins, Avalanche, and Blues. And honestly, the Islanders were in contention here. The Maple Leafs were in contention here. The Red Wings playing really well. There could have been a lot more than just 5 teams playing really good hockey right now, and that could have made this list. Now we're going to switch things over to the cold side. These are the teams that are not playing so well. Coming in at number 5, we've got the Calgary Flames. Calgary has been pretty disappointing so far this season, and they are just 4-5-1 in their last 10. They've lost 2 in a row, and they are currently outside of a playoff spot. Flames' slow start continues, and they just really have not been able to get their game together for any long, consistent stretches so far this season, and certainly not recently, as they are below 500 in their last 10. At number 4, we've got the Anaheim Ducks. They've been right near the bottom of the league pretty much all season long, and that continues. 3-7-0 in their last 10. They lost their last game. And it looks like it's going to be a long year in Anaheim. They've got some good young players, but certainly not ready to make that jump yet. And it looks like Anaheim will certainly be in the Connor Bedard sweepstakes come the end of the season. Number 3, we've got the Chicago Blackhawks, who actually started the season quite a bit better than expected, but they have really dropped off over the last couple of weeks. And in their last 10 games, they are just 2-6-2. They lost their last game in overtime. But only 2 wins out of the last 10 games for Chicago. And it looks like the Blackhawks are finally turning into that bottom team that we expected them to be this year. The Buffalo Sabres continue to be on the coldest teams list. They're not in the top spot anymore, which is good for them, but they are still just 2-8-0 in their last 10 games. They lost their last game out, and after a very good first 3 weeks of the season, Buffalo has really fallen off a cliff, and that continues to be the case here as they are struggling to get any sort of wins in the win column. But Buffalo is not number 1 like they were last week, and that is because the Philadelphia Flyers have not won a game in their last 10. They are 0-7-3. They've lost 2 straight in regulation. And another team that started the season off a lot better than expected and has since fallen off a cliff is the Philadelphia Flyers. And they are now starting to look like the team that many of us thought they would be going into this year, as they are dropping hard in the standings and look like they may very well end up in the Connor Bedard sweepstakes as a bottom 5 team in the league when it's all said and done. And obviously, I think the record there kind of speaks for itself. When you go 10 games without a single win, you're even with the overtime loss, getting the 1 point in those games, you're still not going to climb very far in the standings without winning games. And that is what Philadelphia is experiencing right now. And they are currently the coldest team in the NHL. So there are your cold teams: the Flyers, Sabres, Blackhawks, Ducks, and Flames. And those are your hottest and coldest teams in the NHL right now. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. We'll see how much this list changes come next week, but right now, this is what we've got. Really appreciate everybody tuning in today. Before you go, please don't forget, like, comment, share, subscribe. You can check out Off the Wall Hockey across social media using our Linktree link in the description. And if you'd like to further support the channel, the links to our merchandise store, membership, and donations are down in the description as well. Please keep spreading the word about this channel. Let's keep this thing growing. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll talk to you all soon.